What is the one thing you wish people knew about Gulu that you think they don't know?
I want people to know that Gulu is a very peaceful place.
Yes.
Peaceful, no one disturbs you.
Yeah.
The only moment they disturb you is when you disturb somewhere.
Which happens anywhere.
It happens anywhere.
Even weapons. Oh no, it's not a weapon.
It's not a weapon. So you get your partner, you put this on, then dance together.
I don't know if you'd mind taking beers. Cold.
Whatever is cold, I embrace it.
Sure.
I'm back in the Acholi region of Uganda in the lovely town of Gulu, which has exceeded my expectations, but to be honest, having never been here, I'm not sure what I expected. My short stay here has been full of the kindest people and the tastiest food. Speaking of which, I was on the hunt for one of my favorite fruits, which I heard grows sweetest in Uganda.
How do I choose the sweetest ones? How do you know which one is the sweetest? You're meant to smell it, so you know if it's sweetest.
Yeah.
Right? This is sweet. So I heard Uganda has the sweetest pineapples, and I love pineapples. And we've not been able to find someone who can sell one and cut it. They're all selling wholesale. But we've just gotten a guy who can cut one for me, so hopefully I've picked a sweet one. Because there's nothing I hate more than cutting pineapples, but there's nothing I love more than eating pineapples. I hope I picked a sweet one. It's big. It's definitely sweet and soft. Like they're softer than the Kenyan ones. Like, yeah, I like them. This was worth the journey to finding someone to cut pineapples.
One of the most pleasant surprises I stumbled on in Gulu is a robust creative scene, and I found one place I could explore some of the creativity Gulu has to offer.
So in the heart of Gulu is a wonderful creative youth center called TAC Center, which means Through Art Keep Smiling. I'm here to find out what art is busting out of Gulu. So I need to understand what Gulu film production is. Are these all the awards you've won?
Yeah, these are the awards that we won. We managed to win Best TV Drama, Storm on the Floor.
Wow.
It was written by students that we trained them here. They came up with the story and it won an award.
And so at Gulu Film Production, you teach young people how to shoot films?
Yeah, actually in Gulu Film Production, we do film, we do TV and multimedia. We also do documentaries.
Yeah.
We do film training called CC Film Lab, whereby we bring in the creative, the youth who are not in school. We thought of giving them the skills so that at the end of the day, they can earn a living out of filmmaking. So currently we are training 16 students who applied and they're doing film training with us here.
Wow.
Most of the people that we train currently they're working on big project, TV series in Kampala. Others they're doing editing, sound. So at least they have story to tell about the knowledge they've got from us here and showing it out to the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. This is something.
Yeah. So most of the creative, they bring in their artwork here for exhibition. So they come and display them around the center.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people who are interested, they buy the artwork.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Is this a plumbed piano? Oh no. See, this is how you play it, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's a local instrument for music. Yeah. Slide it around.
And this one, I've never seen this. You just, oh, it's so sweet. This one is similar to another one we have called Nyatiti. What is this one called?
Adu.
Adu. What is, like, even weapons? Oh no, it's not a weapon.
This is not a weapon.
I don't know.
Actually, this one is used for dancing, eh?
This?
Yeah, like we call it lukile.
Yeah.
Yeah, we use it for traditional dance called ajere. So
Yeah.
you get your partner, you put this one on it, then dance together.
I would be so scared.
Not really.
Like someone's trying to kill me.
No,
like,
we just put it like that, then you just dance together,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, because someone else can come and interrupt.
Yeah.
I think it's really awesome that we found a melting pot of creativity in the heart of Gulu. And other than it being a space where we get to see all the artists and their designs and the different young people learning film, what really stood out for me is that the creativity is anchored on all things African culture. While at TAX, I also got to meet Flavia, who's on a mission to ensure African youth in Uganda, South Sudan, and beyond are equipped with life skills.
On finishing secondary, high school, I had no hopes.
Yeah.
I totally had no hopes because with mommy, I felt like, no, she cannot afford this. How will I make it? So because I used to relate well with friends, and friends used to see how I could struggle. Sometimes I stay home months or two without going back to school
Yeah.
and I report late. They're like, no, Flavia, I had a friend whom we had gone through primary together. So she had a sister. So this sister of hers, who was again my friend, tells me, Flavia, there is a scholarship that my sister applied for. Can you try? This time they're taking people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, if it is like this. And it was the first of its kind for us to get luck in our family.
Yeah.
Because even my parents, they didn't get anything to do with luck. So we
Yeah.
never believed in that.
Yeah.
And that was a turning point that I was like, God does everything.
Yeah.
You know? So I tried. And my village is in Amuro district.
Okay.
So my mom's village. So I had to rush because this scholarship's only based there.
Yeah.
I went there confidently, got the form, filled it.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were waiting for announcement. So I was so happy. I went home. I shared with my parents. I was like, somehow my dad didn't want it.
Okay. What did he want you to do?
He didn't. Okay. It's not that he didn't want it. I think it's because they never believed in luck, something happening just for free. And somehow, because I was a girl, they thought maybe there was someone trying to, push me to do certain things.
Yeah.
So at some point, I was like, no, to hell with this. For the first time, I had to put my parents' advice down.
Wow.
And I did it myself.
Yeah.
So I went ahead, applied, and when my name came, that day, I don't know what it was, a God's planning. We were seated home.
Yeah.
And we are all listening to radios. We hardly listen to radios. Then they say scholarships. Then they read our names on radios.
Oh my
what?
goodness! So you
Then
heard your
immediately,
name?
yeah.
Oh wow!
Then immediately, they had to call.
Yeah.
Give a call. I had a Cadnops phone,
Yeah.
small one. I could not afford smartphones.
Yeah.
So they just called me, and I picked up and was like, Flavia, tomorrow, please come here.
Wow.
And that whole story changed everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
And this scholarship was from which organization?
This scholarship, it's a MasterCard Foundation scholarship.
Yeah.
And it's based in Nairobi.
Yeah.
But they have a branch or companies that they're partnering with, that is FAWE Uganda chapter, that with them, they will sponsor girls, girl child there. They're promoting girl child education.
Yeah.
And from my village, I think we are among the 14 few girls who there were no girls.
Oh, wow.
There were no girls.
Yeah.
So looking at that, I was a bit sharp.
Yeah.
I was sharp, and I had to penetrate through things in a sharp way without help. Having joined the scholarship, I think there is a leadership, a bit of me that I think it was silent.
Yeah.
But
waiting.
It was waiting for that right moment.
Yeah.
So I applied, and they called us, and we had an induction. That induction exposed us to what we call leadership.
Yeah.
And I was directly appointed by colleagues to
Wow.
lead them.
So you study teaching in Gulu University, and the scholarship allows you to like tap into a passion that you didn't really know you had. And so what happens after you graduate?
Education was not my dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. But the scholarship made me.
Yeah.
So during the course, yeah, I was on scholarship, but I was also working.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just volunteering, doing other work.
Yeah.
And through that, I tried to know that community that brought me up is what I need to give back to. So through that volunteering, it exposed me to that kind of community that I was in, that they needed someone like me to change and transform someone's life. So I could go volunteer, help people, young people, talk to them, and tell them my story to change their stories.
Exactly.
Yeah. So through that, I felt like, I'm not so good at class.
Yeah.
Okay, I did it well, but I was like, no, this is not my calling. My calling is getting back to that community.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went ahead, and that is why I went to community facilitation.
Okay.
That is work.
Yeah.
Giving life skills.
Okay. And so you go back into the community and you're teaching life skills, etc. in Gulu.
Yeah.
So then how do you move from Gulu to South Sudan? When does that happen?
A friend of mine whom we went to the same university, she wasn't my tribe mate.
Yeah.
She wasn't, just a classmate.
Yeah.
She calls me, Flavia, I think you can do this.
Yeah.
Please, these people want someone like you.
Yeah.
Send in your application, next week you're coming.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Since I had that dream of visiting South Sudan, I was like,
Okay.
It's a dream come true.
Okay.
So I was like, no, let me go.
Yeah.
So I really made it. I didn't tell anyone. I just
Why?
made my move. No, because sometimes we have already that perception that South Sudan is not a safe place. Okay? Telling my parents they wouldn't wish to lose someone like me in the family.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, Flavia, until you're on the way, then tell them. So on arriving, I did everything.
On arriving in South Sudan is
I
when you...
told them, people, I'm in South Sudan. And don't worry, things will be okay.
Don't worry.
So they had no, they had no chance of telling me, please come back, or why did you go? I was like, this is work.
Yeah. And what was the job exactly you were going to do?
It's, well, they wanted me to go and teach the communities, just the community facilitation. That is giving life skills, communication skills, which sides with networking skills that the children need, the community there needs. So basically that's conflict management and all those. So I was like, okay, since they also want a teacher, I think I do this and also this. So they needed that both combination.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me go.
And so when you were there moments that validated your move? Like, is there a moment that any student that you had so much impact or you saw so much change in that particular student that you were like, this is why I'm doing this job and this is why I'm here?
Okay, reaching there, first of all, I felt like, will this, I was used to teaching fast learners.
Yeah.
Okay? And then going to an environment where you have literally students who are
traumatized.
They're traumatized, exactly. So traumatized, how will they pick up this?
Yeah.
And then me being a foreigner, and I can't adjust my English.
Yeah.
They don't know English to that extent that I know, and it was very hard. So there they use Arabic and Tomoja. I was like, then those two languages, and I didn't know anything.
And you didn't know, yeah.
So I was like, no, I will stick to this English. First of all, it will help them learn this. Yeah, so that I was just on my English, and they're like, some of them was like, madam, how did you make it?
Yeah.
And this is the time I had to really, madam, they used to admire how I do my things. Come and I just give them advice, like, you know what? Do it.
Yeah.
Then at a point, they asked me, so why did you decide to come here?
Yeah.
And at that point, that gave me the space to to really explain why I was doing that and why I chose to go there.
Yeah.
First of all, I started with my experiences.
Yeah.
They say it's just not about where you are. Things can change. Things can change. So most of them were really demoralized by life. They say, do you have war the other side? I was like, no, there is always war, but how do you solve this war?
Yeah.
How do you come about certain things that you can control?
Yeah.
So those are the aspects of life that
Yeah.
So when I didn't go back, honestly, I had calls
Yeah.
from all over. Madam, why didn't you come? And then I just told them I have family that I needed to attend to.
Yeah.
And I felt touched. Today I wish I could go, but honestly, life is precious.
Yeah.
But it was a tough one. It was a tough one.
Were you scared when you made that decision? Like, I'm going back to Gulu.
Yeah, I was scared. I was scared. I had to hold my decision. I had to hold it 100% because it was me making it.
When you came back to Gulu, did you have a plan of what it is you were going to do? Or like, were you just like a bit scared because there's no plan?
Honestly, I had no plans. But I know whenever I'm in Gulu, anything comes up. And that one I'm 100% sure because at least I do little things that earn me money.
Yes.
On contracts, and this is what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. This is my first time in Gulu.
Yeah.
And so I may not have heard a lot more about Gulu outside of the bits in its past that are like troubled, right? Because that normally happens with a lot of African countries and cities and etc. We only have like one story, you know, you'll hear if something is wrong, that's the story that you hear about that. So for someone who has never heard a lot about Gulu, what is the one thing you wish people knew about Gulu that you think they don't know?
Wow. I want people to know that Gulu is a very peaceful place.
Yes.
Peaceful, no one disturbs you.
Yeah.
The only moment they disturb you is when you disturb someone.
Which happens anywhere.
It happens anywhere. Normal place, anywhere else.
We have been burning in the sun. And I know that you have a very special place you want to take us that's going to help me cool down.
Oh, well.
So where is that?
Okay, I'm going to take you to the Nectar.
Okay, so she has juice and
she has juice, ice cream, and I don't know if you'd mind taking beers. Yeah, cold.
Whatever is cold, I'm going to say.
Sure, we'll check it out.
Oh, the nectar points. Yep. Hi.
They do now varieties, as you can see.
Here's the
ice creams. And then the juice.
Yeah. And she started by selling juice door to door. And now she's built this thing.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Pineapple and lemon.
Oh, so I'll try the pineapple.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
How is it?
I want to taste you. This is the lemon.
Please do.
Ooh.
No, it's the contrary.
It's so good, the lemon. Okay.
I expected the pineapple to be yellow and
the lemon to be green.
And
Yeah. So what's one piece of advice that you feel you can leave people watching this with?
one thing is, I don't think it is just what we study that we do. You have to know everything. It's not about your background. It's you knowing everything because things can change any time.
Yeah.
So you have to be a money creator and you have to take a bold step to do certain things that are beyond what you wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to keep you around so that in case anything comes, you stand by.
Yeah.
You can pick up from anywhere.
Wise words from Flavia. And apart from being the ice cream plug in Gulu, she also has shown me that sharing your skills with others doesn't have to be limited to communities within your borders. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned to find out where we're heading to next.
Give me a second. I think it was really great to stumble on a boiling pot, melting pot. I hope you enjoyed tax as much as I did. What do I end it with?
That's great.
That's a song already. It's a song. We just need a vocalist. Okay, okay,
Sure.
okay.